in this video, I got some random crafts that I need to get done. So I thought I would have you guys come with me on this journey of getting some crafts done. So let's go ahead and start with an iron-on. This zipper pouch is from Hobby Lobby, and I needed a bag, little pouch for some essentials for my car. I'm going to take this little plastic thing out of it. Let me see here. Yeah, whatever right here. Move that to the side. You know, just for on the road type thing, like Band-Aids, wipes, that type of thing. Stuff for my daughter that she may need. I don't have any of those kind of kits in my car. I mean, all these years, and I never got a kit. So I decided to finally make one and put it together. So I'm using just some white iron-on. And I thought this was a really pretty color. I really do like it. I know they have different colors. That was my little mini press that we are going to be using. But I thought this pale blue would be pretty cute. Okay. The essentials. All right. So I'm just using medium heat. I need to get a new lint roller. Mine currently broke. I have not replaced it. That looks good. And I'm going to move this around for about 30 seconds or maybe a little longer. We'll see how well it adheres. The little mini press is intended to be in constant motion, so just make sure that you constantly move it. I think this will fit my glove department, and I can just put it in there. You never know when you're going to need some essentials. I feel like I thought I was always going to be prepared with stuff in my car when I had a kid. And like an extra pair of clothes and Band-Aids and all that kind of stuff. And I just never did. And here we are 4 years later, and I'm just not getting around to it. So I can put her little outfit in there, change it out per the season. Okay, I'm hoping that is good. So I'll just flip this over and cool that down on my glass mat, and then we'll see if it's ready to be peeled up. Still a little warm, but I think we should be okay. Get a little bit of wrinkling. Just carefully paying attention to all of the edges, and that went down really nicely. So lots of, I'm gonna open this up so it doesn't melt on anything, but lots of room in there. And font information will be listed in the description box below. Next is this cute little scallop wood box or wood crate, and I'm going to put like my current projects. I got a new cart for my craft room. It's actually not a cart. It is a, I guess it's kind of a cart, but it's like a kitchen island, like a movable kitchen island type thing, and I absolutely love it. I just don't like the top of it because it's like this. It's a natural wood, but it's a light yellow natural wood, and that's just not my jam. So my husband, at the time of me recording this, it is the beginning of August. This is probably not going to come out until September or early October, but we are still not done with this craft room. It has taken a while. So as soon as I just need him to stay focused on my craft room. And as soon as, it's just those doors are taking a while. We had to paint the doors, and he has to paint it, sand it, paint it, sand it. So you gotta do both sides, and then he has to do the chair molding, and then he's done. So we're towards the end of the craft room remodel-ish, and then I actually have to do my part and rearrange it because the table's facing my window, and I'm gonna actually have it go on that wall, I think, or maybe this wall over here to my right. So I actually am going to draw everything up in AutoCAD and see how everything's going to fit. So we'll see how that comes to play. So I was hoping to have a craft room tour for you guys a lot sooner, like back in July or in August, but that just never ended up happening. I'm still going to answer those organizational questions that you guys want to know or get advice from me, and I just want to kind of put it all in that video. I was wanting to put it in separate videos, but it's just not going to work that way. And I'm just cutting this all off so I don't accidentally iron it on. So it will all be answered in the Q&A of my tutorial, or my craft room tour. Alrighty, so I'm going to iron it on here at the top, and I'm going to do this off camera because this is going to be really hard for me to iron it this way for you all to see, and there's no point of you just watching me not being able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera real quick, and then I'll show you the results. I had that iron on. I don't know if I had enough heat on there, so we're going to go ahead and test that out, and let's just peel that up. I think this wood scallop box is pretty inexpensive, and there we go. Peeling it up very carefully. I don't want to. There we go. So there. Now, if it's not ironing on or you notice some lifting, all you have to do is just put this back on here and then re-iron it, or use parchment paper. I personally don't like using this. I like to use parchment paper because you still have some lifting or tugging, I should say, when you use this. Okay, so that's just what I end up doing. But here it is, current projects. Let's go ahead and move. Now we're done with ironing on. I only had 2 projects, so I want to get them out of the way. So now we can move on to some vinyl crafts. I forgot to mention that we're going to do some fall and Halloween crafts. We're making a Halloween card. It's a dancing card, and we're also going to make a fall sign. I typically decorate for fall more than I do Halloween, but since I started my channel, I've been doing more Halloween and fall. So we're going to do one of each, and I may do the Halloween is a card, so we'll see that. I've already made all my Halloween cards at the time of me recording this video, so I'm really excited to show you all that and get you kicked off the Halloween season with some cards. But anyways, so where was I going with this? But I also want to kick off the fall because fall is upon us, at least at the time when this video gets released. So I bought this Arch Cast acrylic sign that's 5x7. And let me get that out. It comes with this little stand. And then let's see here. How cute is that? Okay, so I'm using clear, they have it labeled from Amazon. It's Cricut brand, and it's clear, translucent, printable vinyl. So I thought that would be really cute to kind of use this type of design for that. It is, I tested this out. It's not as bold as I would have liked it. But I figured why not give it a try anyways. So, because I already cut it out twice and at a smaller scale, so I didn't waste anything. And the Cricut just cut this all out, so that was nice. All right. All right, I told you all this is like my new favorite font. I am obsessed with the Islander. I have been using it quite a lot in my videos. I really love this font. Makes me want to redo all of my labels and change it to, in my craft room, and change it to this font, but that I don't have time for. Alrighty, so we got Hello Fall, and then this I'll peel back as soon as I get the backer. Alright, here we go. I'm going to leave the other side attached until I'm done, so that way it doesn't slip around as much. And I don't need to worry about rubbing alcohol because it had that cover on it. Now, actually, I wonder if you know what, I'm going to bring in some transfer tape. I feel like that's going to be easier to bring that in and place it on there. So just peeling it up. Alrighty, there we go. I'm just going to burnish that down. This will be a lot easier to control. When transferring. See how translucent that is? So it's not very bold at all, which is fine, but it would have been nice if it was. There we go. So I think it'd be kind of cute when the sun hits it. Oh, it's getting sticky. Oh, I don't like that. Some of it's sticky. Alright, so I don't know if I would use this transfer tape on this. Don't do it. Use a low tack one. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so here's that. It's very sticky. Let's figure out something to remedy that. And then place this on here. Oh gosh, not Cricut. Too late. This transfer tape, I've been making a couple of videos today and it has just been a pain in my tuchus. Just has not been working on my side. Alright, so now I'm going to have to consider you know, the part that this goes in here, which, oh my goodness, that is tight. Okay. Oh, okay. I think it's because we need this backer off. So I'll just have it go right underneath here, using my grids to kind of help me out, assuming that it's straight. There we go. Alrighty, and then we'll get this part peeled back. Now I know what I can do to make this a little bit more bolder is to do paint brushes, and the thing with it is I am totally unhappy how that scratched that. Might have to take the time to clean that and see. I don't know how I can go about cleaning it. But there it is. Hello, fall. So here's what that looks like. So I just added some baby wipes. I don't know if that's the best thing because it's going to take up that ink. Because this is not waterproof sticker. It's not. So I don't know. I would definitely, if you're going to do this, use a low tack tape and see how it works. This should work better, but yeah, you definitely can add a paintbrush look on the back of that, and that would be really cute. Maybe I'll do that in another video if I don't like how this one's turning out. So first fall craft, not a fall video, but first fall craft. And then like I said, we're going to do a Halloween card in this video to jumpstart the Halloween card making and crafts. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The next three craft projects, we're going to do some organizational stuff for my craft room. I found this floral folder at Target, and I thought it'd be kind of cute to add my monogram on it. This is going to house some things for my craft room that I need. So let me see see here. I am normally not a big fan of shimmer paper or vinyl. Let's do that. But I figured this is going to be easy enough, and I should be okay. Well, should be the operative word. There we go. And yeah. Let's see. This piece actually will work even though you still have a lot of the D exposed. I'm gonna trust the process and hope that it's gonna work just fine. I think it should be, because the majority of it's covered, so I think it's gonna be just fine. Alrighty. Here we go. And you want to be careful not to burnish the exposed vinyl because you can tear it. I've done that before where I accidentally slipped and got that vinyl. Okay. Oh, and you know what, before we do, let's apply some rubbing alcohol on this just to kind of clean this up, make sure there's no debris from the store and from sitting in my craft room. It's been sitting there for about a week or two waiting to be crafted with. Oh, gotta peel that back. There we go. Alrighty. And do I want it up or do I want it centered? Nice decisions. I feel like there's less stress with trying to be towards the top, right? That way you don't have to worry about it being centered both ways. Here we go. And I thought this pink shimmer really matched these really pretty flowers. Okay, I'm going to use my fingers to press on that. You also can bring this back in and just, you know, burnish that way, so you're not, you know, burnishing directly on it if you're worried that it didn't stick down well enough. Easy peasy. It is when you use larger images. When you use the tiny ones, shimmer paper is a disaster. Okay, all right, I'm going to bring out the next thing we are going to label. All right, found this really pretty notebook. I know that I have the cinched machine, and I could have done this on my cinched machine, but I don't have a large enough die to do a scallop, and I really do like this, and my daughter did too, so we're gonna go ahead and label it. I don't know who's gonna use it, either her or I, and we'll see. She might want to use it to craft with, and that's fine. She loves to draw and put stickers on it, so we will see who takes it. Alrighty. There's that. So I apologize. This was purchased in July. So I don't know if by the time this gets released, this is one bad thing about working ahead, is that, you know, let me cut these down, that may not be in stock anymore. So I apologize. I don't mean to be like that, but I like to get ahead of my crafty videos because you just never know with illnesses, and if that, you know, something could happen, and just not able to get in my craft room. So it's just an ongoing process. There we go. And then I'm going to cut those apart like so. And we're going to start with this one. So, oh, you know what? I probably should put some rubbing alcohol on that. Go. And then it's dried. And then I'm going to offset it to the left because the notes is going to actually, hold on. Yeah, it might overlap it. So it might overlap it here. Perfect. Sweet notes. Who likes cherries? I do not like cherries. I'm not a big fruit fan. I could eat vegetables all day. My daughter loves fruit, obviously, because it's sweet, but she will eat a whole can of Italian green beans if we let her. She loves Italian green beans. Alrighty. And then I'm going to put this about right here. There we go. Sweet notes. I thought that was very sweet. So there we go. Pretty easy. And I love the gold on this. Okay, I have one more. It is I found these highlighters. I'm going to have to show you how they all work. But before we do, they are glitter highlighters. How sweet is that? I want to put my name on them. And I don't know if this the font might be too small. And so therefore it may not work. And we may just have to skip this step. But I'm going to bring it to the channel anyways because that's what I do. And I did not weed it out because what I'm going to do is going to do reverse weeding because of how small that font is. And I think it's going to be a little bit easier to reverse weed. Okay. Then I'm going to peel this back and yeah, this is perfect. Oh, well, don't curl on me, my goodness. All right, so the only thing is I got my A to weed out. There we go. And my other A. Might be easier to weed. Oh, oops. Weed on the markers. So I may just do that. Let me move this out of the way here. Okay. I'm just going to put my name on the back side of it. And not something I would recommend if you're worried about scratching it, but just put it towards. There we go. How cute is that? Just Rachel. That's it. Nothing's fancy. Oh, look at that middle of that A, just weed it out. Just, oh, whoops. Did the R not, oh, the R did not come. I was like, oh crap, did I just rip the A or the R off of it? There we go. Rachel. And then let's get this one. this purple or pink one. This is the one I'm probably gonna have to weed out unless it doesn't stick. I'm gonna have to weed it out on the highlighter. Okay, so it didn't come off. That's fine. I'll just get it. There you go. If you're really careful, you can totally do that. You don't have to. Again, you just gotta be careful on the. You know, you gotta be careful with what surface because you never know. So these are so cool. Look how much glitter is on there. There's that one. These are supposed to be highlighters. I don't know if they're going to highlight really well, but we can test that theory. Oh my goodness, these are so pretty. Look at that. Let's see here. Let me get a pen. And cool. So let me, okay, so I wrote on it. Let's write on here. So Rachel, and then let's see how quick it needs to dry. So, okay, you might want to let the pen dry, but it actually does pretty good. Can you guys see that shimmer on there? I'll be sure to link these highlighters in the description box below because they are so terrific and different. Okay friends, we are going to go ahead and make a Halloween card to kick off the Halloween season in this Craft With Me video. We're going to be using Spellbinder's Fiona with Dancing Witch. We're also going to be using, this is candy bar wrap. Well, actually, I'm going to do a full candy wrap in a YouTube short, so stay tuned. That will be coming to the channel soon. But we're going to use one of the sentiments. We're going to open a few dare. I think it's kind of cute with this little Fiona witch. And then also we're going to be using Starbright from Spellbinders. And we're going to use Scatter Straw for some ink blending. And then we are going to we're going to go ahead and use Scatter Straw for some ink blending. So first things first is let's just get our background done. I went ahead and die cut all of the pieces, so that's all set to go. I usually fast forward or get things done just a little quicker than, I don't want any harsh lines actually, so I'm going to take that tape off and I'm just going to ink blend. But anyways, if you want a more slow down process of card making, then watch one of my card making videos. But on videos where I do Craft With Me content, I typically just you know, skip ahead on some of the parts that I normally show on my card making videos, if that makes any sense. So I don't go into a whole lot of the process of card making in these videos, these type of videos at least, just because it's already filled with fun content. And I'm just going to very lightly ink blend in the middle, and again using Scattered Straw. All of the cardstock minus the gold, that's from an old pack that I had years ago from Michael's, everything is from Spellbinders, which is all going to be listed in the description box below. Okay, that is good. Alright, now that I have that done, here's what that looks like. So pretty. Love it. Okay, I'm going to get everything cleaned up and then we will get to assembling. Alright, so I mounted my card base onto my card panel onto my card base. So now we could just kind of focus on just assembling our pieces. I went ahead and did white and this peachy color because I'm not sure if I want to do that or do this one, which now I'm looking at, it's probably going to be the white, but we'll put those to the side and see, you know, which is going to be the best option. is our broom. I added some gold accents right there at the bottom. We're just going to tie that in, and I'm just going to hold that like so. Isn't she cute? Oh my gosh. Love it. All right. Labor of love, but nonetheless, I do love it. There we go. Okay. I'm going to add a glue dot, or not glue dot, I'm going to add a glue foam. This is from Hobby Lobby. They are so super thick. I don't use them often, only when I do shakers like this. Okay, so now that I have that into place, I'm going to add, these are the same, I'm almost certain they're the same thickness. These are larger, came from the same pack, so they should be, yeah, so that way I don't have to use so many, I can use larger ones. And I'm just going to go ahead and add some of the foam dots to the back. Okay. Now that I got the backers all peeled off, I'm going to bring this forward, or turn this around, and make sure the legs are straight. There we go. Alright, so let's see if her little leggies dance. Oh, that's so cute. I love their dancing cards, or their dancing dies. They're my favorite. Okay, we're not quite done because I have to glue on her broom. Super adorable. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so now the question is how we're going to adhere this sentiment. Open if you dare. I kind of was thinking of bowing it out like that. I thought that was kind of cute. Or we could put it on foam circle or foam dots. But I definitely like this. That is, I don't know why, but I like that. Okay, so there's that one. Matches her dress. Or we can do white. Decided to go with white, and I added the foam dots to the back of it, and I am just going to simply place it on there where I think it's going to look good, and I think that's good enough. And oh my goodness, look how cute. Okay, does it need embellishments? I think so. Alrighty, I went ahead and added some stars that I got from Simon Says Stamp and their card kit for July, and I just thought that just added just enough. I don't know how that line happened, but I think they added enough. I don't know, just added that much more sparkle. And I don't think it's too much. I mean, obviously let me know. I mean, there's some shimmer. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is shimmer on the hat. So we do have that. Plus we have the gold accents to the broom and to her outfit, and then of course the stars. But oh my gosh, this was just on point, and I love it, and it dances. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go ahead and move into the final craft. Okay, I found this really pretty scallop container, if you will, and what's cool about this is it has a detachable base, so which is pretty cool because you can interchange. You can put some pictures there and just be kind of part of your decor. I thought it'd be kind of cute to put a cardstock on there, and I'm going to use New Day. Let's take a look at this. It's really pretty pattern. Both of these I think I found on, I know for sure I found this on Amazon. Not sure where I found this. And this is a more spring vibe type thing, but it's okay. So we got this pattern. This one, so you got some cut aparts. Love it. And then you have this one. This is the one I want to use. I'm going to move that to the side. And camera, then you got the sun, and some more cut aparts. Okay, so we got this one. So definitely a spring cardstock in summer. But I can see myself using some of this, at least. I could even use this one for Christmas. Oh, I like this. I like it. It's so pretty. I like these cut aparts. But this still could be used for Christmas. Maybe, no, I don't know about this one. not that one for sure. You could use this for a card if you want, and you could even use that one. This could be for a birthday themed card. There's some really pretty cut aparts, so you can use this one. That one. So there's some things that you can still use in the fall and winter. And then the bees. This one's really pretty. This would be a really good Valentine's Day with it being pink. And then of course you have some stickers, which I may end up using some stickers. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I would love to make a card with this, but it's a little late in the season to be making a card with this paper pack. So I'm gonna just wait until, let me move that to the side. I'll wait till spring to craft with this cardstock. Okay, I got it kind of late in the season, so I'm going to take this off, and I am going to measure this. I think it's, oh, why does it have to be, oh, so it's 8 by 8. I was going to say, why does it have to be so difficult? Why are they going to give me some odd numbers? But no, they didn't. I was just measuring wrong. Alrighty. And when you're done with this pattern, and I know it's fall time, blah, 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 and we could do a fall themed, but I just, you know, it's not fall in my craft room. It's happy time. This reminds me of happy time. But I most certainly could turn it to this side and make it a fall. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. So what I like to do with these cardstocks, because this is a little bit longer than 12 inches, and it's harder for me to cut my paper trimmer, I always like to trim this down. And there we go. And then you could always use these strips for something else. You know, you could use it for your scrapbook or, you know, whatever you do. Okie dokies. Then let me get this pushed out. And then I'm going to do 8. There we go. And then I'll do another 8 inches. There we go. Perfect. The easiest of all of the crafts today, y'all. And of course, don't get rid of these. These are prime things that you could use. So, again, I'm not sure if I want to do this side. Since it's, I know, since it's fall, I should probably do that. But look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, love it. So, there we go. And then I can always put my highlighters in there. How neat. Alright, well that is all I have for you in this video. Let me go ahead and bring in everything so we can see what they look like as a collective. Here they all are. We did, except for one, I have my little crate off camera here, but we did this one. Just it's not going to fit in the frame, but here are our crafts. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crafts in this video, and I loved how all of them turned out. I love my little notebook, and I plan on making more notebooks here in the near future. We kicked off the Halloween card making, craft making with this cutie patootie card. How sweet is she? I love this card, and I can't wait to share with you guys what's in store for all of my card making for Halloween. And then we have our little fail of a fall craft, but nonetheless it still worked out. I'm gonna go with it. And then of course our 2 folders, our notebook, and my essentials bag, and my labels, and this acrylic little crate here that you can change throughout the season. So you might see this again in the winter craft video, so I'll change it to something else. Maybe I'll do a little bit more than just cutting down a sheet of paper or cardstock and place it in there. Maybe we'll add some more vinyl to it. So alright, well thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will catch you guys in the next card or craft video. Bye.